Hello, hello. I am so excited to come with another Sister Locks video. And today I want to do something a little bit different. And instead of posting about my Sister Lock-a-versary, my monthly Sister Lock-a-versary, I thought I would come and do a quick video update on my hair and what has changed this month, and then also ask you a question of the month and get your thoughts on a few things. First and foremost, I hit 20 months of having Sister Locks on the 18th of September. So that was approximately a week or so ago. And so I'm super excited. You know, as the months and days go by, they just kind of zoom by. And I looked up and I was like, I think I missed my 20th Sister Locks, 20th month Sister Lock-a-versary. And so it just kind of goes by so fast now that I've had them. I cannot believe that in 4 months, literally 4 months, in January will be my 2-year Sister Locks anniversary. I cannot believe that I've almost been locked for 2 years. And this process to date has been there has been ups, there has been downs, there's been a lot of excitement. For the most part, it has been absolutely a benefit and blessing to have Sister Locks. I'm so thankful that I took the leap of faith and locked my hair. I don't know what I was doing before I had locks. Like, this has been just so easy and so beneficial to have. So what I wanted to share is what is different about my locks since last month. Not a whole lot has changed. There are some things that have changed. You might notice that in the front of my locks, where I had a lot of the heat damage, you might notice that the ends are a little more curly than they were before. And that's simply because I got sick and tired of them scraggling ends, and I took my hair and those pieces that were straight, I just took some scissors and I snipped them off. And no, I did not talk to my loctician in advance, but I felt like it was time and I could do it myself. I was very careful in making sure I just, grabbed one lock at a time. And if there was scraggly ends on that particular lock, then I just snipped it. I also made sure not to cut the locks too close to where the hair actually had, locked or started locking, because I didn't want them to unravel by accident. So that's one thing that's a lot different, and I'm so glad that I did that, because it just makes my front of my hair look so much better to me, instead of that scraggly looking ends. And some of you maybe didn't really even notice, but it looks a lot better to me. And so that's one thing that has changed. The other thing that has changed is my locks continue to swell, especially since I am no longer braiding and banding. I have seen that they're getting a little bit larger in size, which I like. There's a lot of texture that they're getting, they continue to get, and they're starting to look more like locks. When I look at where I was even this time last year, there was still a lot of frizz and just a lot of loose hair. That, part of it was the heat damage that I had, so some of the hair that was left out, but then other parts was just simply that my hair had not matured very much, or wasn't as matured as it is now. And so that's definitely a change, that it definitely looks more, they look more like locks. And then I would say the only other difference is because they have started to swell and really started looking more like locks. When I go to pull my hair up into a ponytail, or in attempt to do a bun, especially when I have all of my hair pulled up, first of all, it's a lot more work than it was in the beginning, because my locks are thicker, and you can see me kind of combing through and trying to make sure that the locks are straight, are pulled, they're not like folded or tangled up in there. But as you can see, this is, my hand is, it's getting more and more thick, so it's harder for me to wrap my hand around my locks. And so you can see that as my locks really begin to mature and swell, that the ponytail itself is actually getting thicker. And so I'm not complaining about that, but I will have to get more creative when it comes to pulling my hair up, making sure that I have a ponytail holder that isn't going to pull my locks and pull my hair too tight. So those are the things that I'm working on, but I have noticed, even in my last post I posted about how my bun has just progressed, how that top knot has progressed, and that's mainly because my locks have gotten longer, but also because they've gotten thicker. So wanted to just share that really quickly. I'm trying to get myself back together here. And then I would just say that I'm really enjoying having my sister lock, so it's been an enjoyment. So the question of the month, before I give you kind of a view of my hair, closer up view of my hair, the question of the month that I have is, if you are locked, why did you lock your hair? I'm just curious. If you're locked, why did you lock your hair? Why did you take that leap of faith? Whether it's sister locks, traditional locks, whatever, micro locks, why did you lock your hair? And if you are not locked, what has kept you from locking your hair? Are there any items or things in particular that has kept you from locking your hair? So if you are locked, why did you lock your hair? And if you are not locked, why haven't you locked your hair? What's your hesitation, or what things are concerning to you that has maybe kept you from locking your hair? Just curious. So in terms of my hair, my grid is still intact. So I wanted to do a really quick view of my grid. If I can get, this is kind of hard to do on video. So you can see, this is my middle part. I hardly ever wear my hair like this because it's just not my thing. And then you can see the sides. I like to wear my hair to the left, parted on the right side. That's just my comfort level and kind of my go-to. That's how I like to wear mine. But you can see everything. Oh, and I just got a retie. I just got a retie on Thursday. So I forgot to mention that. So you can see how everything is nice and neat in there, and my locks are nice and shiny because I just got a retie, so they look really good. So that's the side, and then we also have this side over here. You can kind of see, and so when you get a retie, or when I get a retie, I can see my scalp. And so thankfully my hair is, it's not thin. It's not like super thick, but it's not thin. So even after my reties, I feel that I have a pretty good, the good level of fullness. Like it definitely is flatter, but I feel like it's still pretty full. So I'm thankful for that. So I don't mind a fresh retie. The best time for me with my hair is about 2 weeks after my retie. I really like about that window time. That's the best. I feel like my hair looks the best then. But in my opinion, like, that's one reason why I got sister locks. It never really looks bad to me. But it's very bouncy today. It's very soft, and well moisturized because I just washed it and then got a retie. So it's very fresh. So here's the back. Hopefully y'all can see this. Hopefully I'm on camera. But this is the back of my hair. I'm gonna try to kind of do this so hopefully it gets seen in the camera. But you can see, hopefully you can see that my grid is intact in the back, and you can kind of see how my locks fall in the back. So, all right. So that's all that I have for my 20th month. And I'm super excited to continue this journey. Hopefully you all can see everything on camera today. But again, the question of the month, if you are locked, why did you lock your hair? And if you are not locked, why haven't you locked your hair? All right, have a good rest of the day. Thank you.